Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as you no doubt have noticed, there have been a few changes to the game, and I want to go over those, but I really want to spend a lot more time focusing on what I think these changes do mean for the future of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, it has been a hot minute since I have done a theory crafting video on the future of Star Wars, and this has been what I really love to do most of all. It's the thing that I enjoy doing. I love theory crafting about what is coming for this game, and taking a look at what we've seen and what we're going to be seeing, not just in the Star Wars universe, not just in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes universe, but in the grander picture too. Now, we have, as you've noted, this content update is going to be huge, and I'm very, very excited about that. We're going to get a fleet battles table. The ship PvE table that has had that lock on it for like the longest effing time is finally coming, and I can't say much about it, but it looks awesome. I will say that. I will say that. It should be launching sometime within the next couple of days. Whenever the next game mode launches, whenever it is scheduled to launch, it will launch with that, right? It was supposed to launch on the 20th, which was today. It will probably launch on the 21st unless some major bugs or hiccups come about. With this new table, you're gonna have fleet currency. It's its own currency. It actually looks pretty cool. You're also going to be able to get Omega ability mats, and you're going to really see some dedicated ship combat. Now, I'm excited about this because it means, in my mind, that more ships are going to be added to the game. And hopefully that means we're going to get a Resistance capital ship. Hopefully that means we get a First Order capital ship. I would love to see a number of ships being added, and maybe we'll see one. Maybe we'll see some really cool stuff coming up pretty soon. And it just makes sense, at least for Resistance capital ships being added. And if we get a Resistance capital ship, they're gonna give love to Emil and Holdo. It's just gonna happen, guys. It just makes sense. If they're giving love to ships, Holdo will eventually get her ship. That also means that we could potentially see a Dreadnought. I would love to see an First Order Dreadnought being added to the mix. That would be freaking sweet. But I do think that we'll see something like that here in the future. Gear 12 is being added. So what does that mean? That means is a meta change is possible, guys. Now, it's not, they call it Gear 12 Plus. What does that mean? It just means a few more pieces, a few more things can be shown, and it's going to increase speed and power and damage and just a bunch of other crap. And I do think that a new meta, it will be found in its wake. Already we've seen with Cubs Fan Han, a Darth Treya meta is going away, or is going to be revamped with this new Yoda rework, and I really think that we're going to be seeing the life of the Galactic Republic. We're going to see some life being breathed into the Galactic Republic, and about time. I, for one, love the Galactic Republic. Huge fan. I've made no secret as to my love for the Galactic Republic. I enjoy it immensely. I think that we are going to see a Summer of Jedi lovin', which kind of seems oxymoronic because the Jedi didn't like love, unless you were Anakin, and fingers crossed, Kenobi, because let's face it, Kenobi and Satine, they had a little thing going. Anakin knew it. Anakin knew it. Now, but with that, guys, with that, this is the summer of 10 years for the Clone Wars. It has been 10 years since the first episode of Clone Wars launched, and I really do think that we're going to see some tie-ins to Clone Wars related stuff. I think we're going to see a lot of stuff like that. The reason I think that is twofold. We're going to see a novel for Thrawn Alliances, which will take place after, obviously, the Clone Wars ends. But what it will do, or what I'm hoping that it does, is it explores the Anakin Skywalker Thrawn connection, because there is one, and I'm very freaking excited about it. I mean, that's the card that Thrawn plays to kind of, you know, get into the Emperor's good graces. Now, I'm re-listening to the book Thrawn. If you guys don't want to listen to it, which, I mean, I highly suggest you listen to it. It's awesome. You can get it on Audible. Try an Audible subscription for free. Do it. It is worth it, guys. The Audible subscription, the Audible book for Thrawn alone is amazing. It's so effing good. But if you don't have the patience for an audiobook, because it's long, try the new comic that's coming out. The Thrawn miniseries. It's going to be a 4-part miniseries. The problem with it, even though it is true to the book and solid, it is really well done, it's just, it's not out, completely out yet. So, or at least it wasn't at last time I checked. If it's out yet, then boom, there you go. Read the comic, save yourself a ton of time. It is solid. It is really, really good. But the audiobook, guys, is phenomenal. Just really well done. And I do think that, to rope this back in, to rein it back in, I do think that we're going to be seeing some tie-ins to some moments during the Clone Wars. And I think that we're going to see some time for Anakin, and I think we're going to see some time. Anyways, guys, I honestly think that what we're going to be seeing is a summer full of some Jedi love. We do know that the Yoda event is going to get a mythic level to it, and with mythic will probably come at least some degree of difficulty or increased difficulty, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed these mythic events so far. I do. I think they're a lot of fun. I think they're pretty enjoyable, and I think that the Yoda rework is just the start of a reworking of the Jedi. I mean, let's face it, guys. Koth needs some love. He does, but there's a stream of other Jedi that really also need some love, and I know there's not a lot of love out there for the Jedi. I think this rework of Yoda, I think the rework of the event, I think coupled with what we're seeing in Battlefront 2, they're spending some time, they're spending some love for the Clone Wars. I think this book, Thrawn Alliances, is going to be essentially that. I think it's going to be the start of some love towards the Jedi, and let's face it, guys, they need love. Maybe we'll also see the rework or the introduction of a Mandalorian tag. Maybe we'll see some more Mandos coming in. I would love to see Death Watch being added to the game. I would love to see a Thrawn, I would love to see a Maul Death Watch leadership ability where Maul takes, you know, Maul, Spider-Legs Maul, or even non-Spider-Legs Maul. Old Maul. I would love to see that. Now, I do think that we're going to see a summer of Jedi love. I think it will taper off in August with the launch of something Star Wars Resistance related. Whatever this whole new Resistance movement is going to look like, whatever this new Resistance cartoon is going to look like, I think that we're going to see some kind of teaser for that, probably early September, mid-September, but working its way into October. And I think October, November, December will be something fun and cool and awesome. And then, let's face it, guys, February, while it's the month of love, the month of passion, it is also, in this game, the month of Sith. And if they've been building up to anything, fingers crossed, we will finally get our Revan. Now, I have to point out, I have zero inside information on this. This just is what I'm seeing in the universe at large. It is what I'm seeing in the community at large. And it's what I'm looking at and just kind of making my own judgments on. What do you guys think is going to happen this summer? What do you think, if anything, the Yoda rework means for the game as a whole, for the Jedi faction? Do you think that we're going to see something new and exciting, or am I just, you know, wishful thinking? Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Visit goingnerdy.com. I'm going to be posting articles there that are not necessarily Star Wars related. I'm going to try to keep this YouTube channel just Star Wars related, but I'm going to try to hit up some other fandoms that aren't Star Wars, obviously. but you know, things that I enjoy. I'll write articles, stuff like that. If you're interested in writing for me, leave a comment and, you know, hit me up on Discord, visit Patreon. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, stay nerdy.